The Huskies are off to a solid start right now.
I'll tell you, they've been up and down so far this season. They show flashes of great play, but haven't been able to put it together yet. Hopefully they can start something tonight.
And there are the starting lineups for each team.
I'll tell you, you can't use the first minute to get warmed up. As these young kids like to say, it's go time, Brian.
I think we're ready for the tip.
Tips up, and the game is on, baby.
On the dribble, gives it up. With a fadeaway jumper. Look at that follow through. And come up short. And they go into their motion offense, working with 4 around 1 here.
I tell you, the 4 around 1 makes it tough to defend the big guy on the interior with one guy. It really does. You got to get help on him, and if you don't get help, he's going to have a field day on the interior.
Isolated on the outside, they're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Number 34 is whistled for the foul. First team foul. Well, if there is such a thing as a good foul, that was probably it.
Sure was, Brad. He fouled to prevent the easy basket.
There's a snapshot of some of his averages.
Hey, the numbers can be nice, but they can also be deceiving. You never want to judge someone purely by their averages, no matter how high or low they may seem.
May be in some trouble here. Pushes it up.
High post screen. So effective, that screen.
Thank you for joining us tonight with Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews. I'm Brad Nessler. With the jumper. Jumper won't go. The shooting guard with the ball. That goes out of bounds, and we'll stay at this end. The offense begins off the sideline inbounds. On the outside. Goes up for 2. It's good.
He's just not giving the effort on defense.
He's not putting up a good fight at all. Number 2 has been negatively influenced by his play and the events which have unfolded here.
Emotionally, he needs some inspiration.
Oh, it looked like he had an easy basket coming up, but the defense commits a foul instead.
Great play there, Brad. He was able to foul him in order to prevent the easy basket. Hey, Brad, you want to get to the line early and often. You end up getting your opponents into foul trouble, and it's also an opportunity to get some points.
Got them both.
He converts on that free throw line, and that's major.
They've got him trapped here, Dick.
Hey, they got him in some trouble, Brad.
Pushes it up. Looks like they're setting up into their zone motion. They go into the low block. And now the fadeaway jumper.
I'll tell you, he uses the ball really well, too, in terms of putting it to the deck, turns, spins. He's got every move in the book.
Blocked. Moving it around the perimeter. Number 42 picks up the foul. Second team foul. Well, I don't know if there's such a thing as a good foul, but that might have been one right there, Dick.
Hey, Mr. Nessler, I like that type of play. He's saying to the defense, no easy baskets for you. We're going to force you to make shots.
He goes to the line for the first time. First one, good. Free throws go. He may be in some trouble here. Lobs it for the bucket. Uncharacteristic mistake by the senior. Out on the wing. The fake. Swatted away.
He saw an opening, but the gap closed up in a hurry.
He's got to look to kick that out once the zone collapses like that. Number 2 is called for the foul. Well, it commits an intentional foul there to prevent the easy basket.
Well, it's a smart play, Brad, especially if you can afford to use a personal foul. I like his mentality. No easy basket. I like it when the team gets to the free throw line. It shows that they're being aggressive. The key is to get to the line early in the game and often.
And he got them both. Oh, this man's in trouble. Pushes it up. So Dick's so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4-around with a post guy on the interior. And they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior.
Looking for a good shot. He shoots from the deep corner. Perfectly executed. The Wildcats did a great job of going through the high post on that play.
They got into one of the most valuable parts of the court, Mr. Nessler. The high post is a gold mine if you can make the right decisions with the ball.
Off the mark. Tries for 2. He gets the bucket to fall. Number 20 gets the ball. They work it around the perimeter. He beats him to the punch defensively.
What a terrific job.
Makes the block. The power forward with the ball. For 2. For the bucket.
What a terrific play, though, to tip that ball back. The awareness, the basketball IQ.
Down inside. Number 24 is charged with the foul. First personal foul. Well, if there is such a thing as a good foul, that was probably it.
Sure was, Brad. He fouled to prevent the easy basket.
Well, Dick, here's a player in just his freshman year.
Hey, being a student in college is quite an experience, but being a student athlete is something on a whole other level. There are a lot of challenges you have to meet if you want to keep your balance and be successful.
That opportunity either. They have found their stroke at the stripe tonight, Dick.
This has always been an excellent free throw shooting bunch.
Working it around the perimeter. Might be a ball screen here, Dick.
Well, you got to use that screen. Hey, how to dribble and use the screen is important in a pick and roll situation.
Oh, and you can see the frustration as he picks up the foul.
Oh, that's a bad foul right there, Brad.
So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up, and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior. Up and inside.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Comes up empty. He nails the shot. How about the great job of getting to the basket right there, Dick?
That's a great job, Brad. Using his athleticism to get the...
And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
Looks like they're setting up into their zone motion. He beats him to the punch defensively.
What a terrific...
Rejected.
Zone defense right now, 2-3 zone.
Trying to penetrate that zone, and the shot's blocked. And, of course, here, Dick, are the conference standings.
This is when you want to excel. Conference play is what it's all about, Brad.
Looking for a good shot. And now the fadeaway jumper. Nope. In the lane, and score it. Around 8 minutes remaining on the game clock. I think they're trying to make a statement. Oh, it looked like he had an easy basket coming up, but the defense commits a foul instead.
Great play there, Brad. He was able to foul him in order to prevent the easy basket.
He goes to the line for the first time. And there they miss one. He got it. That line is really being good to him tonight, Dick.
That line's always good, Brad. These guys just have to make good use of it.
That spin move's not going to work against a defense like that.
I tell you, they did a great job scouting post play because they were really anticipating the spin.
The Wildcats go into their zone motion now. Now they work it around the perimeter. There's the rejection.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
About 7 minutes remaining. He shoots from outside. That's definitely not the shot they were looking for, Dick.
Hey, Brad, their shot selection has been questionable. Too many outside troopers. They've got to attack inside and then out. Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Number 35 gets his first action tonight, Dick.
You ask me, Brad, this kid could easily be a starter.
And now getting set up here in a 4-round one.
Well, the 4-round one motion offense is a good offense when a team has a big guy who can play with his back toward the basket and another big who can play on the perimeter. A lot of teams who play this offense.
Gave it up. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. The Huskies set up in their zone motion. Tries for two. He's money with the shot. This guy's really known as more of a power guy.
That comes when you're committed to being the strongest guy on the court. Every time you step on the floor, it takes an army to slow him down.
For two. Off the glass and no good. Working around the perimeter. Here's a block from behind.
My man was on a mission.
inbounds play. He attempts the jump shot. Missed the jumper. Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Number 1 with the foul. First personal foul. The Wildcats are moving the ball well. They're getting contributions from a number of players on both ends of the court, Dick.
You know, as a coach, it's great to get all 5 guys on the floor working together. That's how you get wins. It takes the pressure off of the stars and gives the opposition fits.
So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other 4 will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4 around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior.
Jumper plus the J. Timeout on the floor. ESPN's coverage of the NCAA will continue after this. Change might be in order, don't you think, Dick?
I wouldn't be surprised if they changed things up a little bit, Brad.
About 5 minutes remaining. They'll work it around the arc. Goes up for 2.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Looks like they're setting up into their zone motion. Looking to move it around the perimeter. He attempts the trifecta. Poor decision there to shoot that 3.
Yeah, that's horrible, Mr. Nessler. Horrible shot selection.
A little 2-man action. For the bucket. Sinks the shot. So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other 4 will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4 around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior. Look at that spacing.
There's the block. We're at the 4-minute mark. Zone offense now. Way out on the right wing. He shoots from the corner. They are struggling from trifecta land so far.
Yeah, they're having serious trouble hitting the shot tonight, Brad. That's surprising for this team.
Trying to feed the low block.
A lot of good things happen when you bring the ball down to the inside.
On the outside, he looks for 3. No luck finding the basket the last few trips down court, Dick.
What they need are some easy layups or a couple of nice putbacks.
He goes for 3. He's taking a lot of bad shots out there, Dick.
I know he's trying to catch fire, Brad, but it's just not there.
So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other 4 will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4 around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior.
There's a slam.
Great execution. That's offensive efficiency at its best.
And a momentary look from three-point land. He puts up the J. Nails the J. Puts it on the floor and up and under. Off the mark. The Huskies go into their zone motion now. Out on the left wing. On the dribble, gives it up. He tries the jumper. Knocked it down. We're at the 2-minute mark. Trying to feed the low block. Goes up. Nails the jumper. And they go into their motion offense, working with 4 around 1 here.
I tell you, the 4 around 1, spacing's a key. You better have good spacing, and you better have people on the interior that can score with their back to the basket. If you got a big guy who can post up inside and who has passing ability, he's going to create opportunities for the guys on the perimeter.
Goes up for 2. Off the glass and no good. He gets the shot to fall. They work the perimeter. For the bucket. Knocks it down. One minute left to go. Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Tries for 2. Gets it to fall. For 2. Off the glass and no good. Number 4 receives the ball. The crowd begins to chant.
Who says there's no such thing as a home court advantage?
The Huskies set up in their zone motion. Goes up for 2. He hits the shot. How about the great job of getting to the basket right there, Dick?
I tell you, he's really attacking the goal. He's going in fearless, and he's absolutely attacking the defense. The first half sounds nothing as these teams remain deadlocked entering the second half.
Washington came up short on the rebounding end in the first half, that's for sure.
And the ball will continue to bounce towards the opposition as long as they fail to seal off and block out their guys.
It's like a full-court man-to-man press, Mr. Vitale. Looking for the pick now.
Hey, the 2-man game is great to watch when you have an intelligent dribbler and a skilled big man. That's a breakdown. That'll drive a coach bananas. Help you to lose your hair.
So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other 4 will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4 around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior.
For the bucket, he hits it. On the outside. Tries for 2. Off the glass and no good. Zone motion now. Moving it around the perimeter.
That was really a nonchalant pass. Get that sucker out of the game, man.
With a great block. Looking for a good shot.
There's the trap.
They work it around the perimeter. 10 to shoot now. The small forward handles the feed. Number 24 is whistled for the foul. Third personal foul. Well, I don't know if there's such a thing as a good foul, but that might have been one right there, Dick.
Hey, Mr. Nessler, I like that type of play. He's saying to the defense, no easy baskets for you. We're going to force you to make shots. I think it's important to get to the free throw line, Brad. It demonstrates that you're playing aggressively and that you're not settling for the jumper. Count. Let's go back on that campus as BMOC. Big man on campus, baby.
That trap could spell some trouble. Gave it up. Now looking for the ball screen, Dick.
Hey, the two-man game, Brad. So many teams incorporate it into their scheme because it works.
So Dick's so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
The small forward gets the ball. Number 11 picks up the foul. Well, he commits an intentional foul there to prevent the easy basket.
Well, it's a smart play, Brad, especially if you can afford to use a personal foul. I like his mentality. No easy basket. Hey, a player's senior year is such an emotional one. The key is to stay focused and not get caught up on being in your last year of collegiate basketball. If you focus on the right things, win or lose, it'll be a memorable experience.
Second shot, no good. Number 20 takes the pass. The Huskies now running a zone offense.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Brad, the zone motion offense creates a lot of opportunities if you get ball movement and player movement. If you get people to step into the gaps in the zone and reverse the ball, you'll get good shots.
Missed it.
Great pressure, great double team, really explosive.
Working it around the perimeter. He goes with a baby hook.
I'll tell you, didn't waste any time. He got the ball in the right position, and then what it does, it keeps the defensive player away from blocking the shot when you make that turn.
And now getting set up here to 4-round one.
Well, you know, the key, as you said, Brad, is motion. You have to have good movement on the perimeter to set up the guy on the inside, and everything's keyed about the entry to the post player. When he gets the ball, you can run backdoor cuts, you can run screens, you can run back screens, you can do a lot of things on the perimeter, get open layups off the key, getting the ball to the big guy on the interior.
Bad decision there by the senior. Top of the circle, they work it around the perimeter. Number 44 is called for the foul. First personal foul. Well, if there is such a thing as a good foul, that was probably it.
Sure was, Brad. He fouled to prevent the easy basket.
Dick, we all know how important it is to get to the free throw line.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I think it's such an unbelievable plus. It means you're playing aggressive basketball, you're playing attacking basketball, and you're creating all kinds of foul problems for the opponent.
Gets the second shot. They're shooting extremely well from the stripe tonight, Dick.
Yeah, they're making their coaches look good for making them shoot extra free throws every day.
we're ready to get things back going again after the timeout. Now trying to feed the low block. Takes his jumper.
Hey, when are these guys going to be able to make a shot? Up and inside.
For two. Jumper won't go. The small forward handles the pass. Zone offense now. Looking for a good shot. Goes up for two. No good. On the left side. Now they work it around the perimeter. He shoots from the deep corner. In and out.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing. Silly mistake.
On the dribble, gives it up. The Wildcats have a player spotting up on the three.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. He shoots the jumper.
I tell you, great footwork, too, to create that opportunity. And then he's got the touch. What an offensive player.
And they go into their motion offense, working with 4 around 1 here.
I tell you, that big guy they have that can step out and go inside is really special. He gives you that flexibility, which makes the offense multifaceted.
They work it around the perimeter. For the bucket. What should they do here, Dick?
I'd call a timeout and see what's going on out there. There's definitely some miscommunication happening.
Tries for 2. They don't seem to be getting any decent shot opportunities, Dick.
Because they're looking in the wrong places, Brad.
Here's a double team. That's a foul. Oh, it looked like he had an easy basket coming up, but the defense commits a foul instead.
Great play there, Brad. He was able to foul him in order to prevent the easy basket.
He steps up to the line. Good. They're nailing the free ones tonight, Mr. Vitale.
Hey, this is where you win and lose games, Brad.
It's 2 at the charity stripe. They've got him right where they want him, Dick. 8 minutes left in the game clock. The Huskies here running their zone offense.
Hey, one thing that works well against zones is overloading the side. Overload a side and force the defense to shift out of their desired position.
He doesn't get the hoop to fall. And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
We've seen a combination of both short and long possessions here, Brad. Nothing wrong with that if that's your team's ideal style of play.
Double team now, bad angle.
For 2. Not there. The small forward gets the pass. Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
With the J. Knocks it down.
Number 42.
And now getting set up here in a 4 around 1.
I love the 4 around 1, especially when you got a big guy who can pass the ball exceptionally well as score. Now you got to give help on him, and it leaves people open on the perimeter, and they better be able to make that open jump shot.
They'll work it around the arc. Jumper off the mark. Into their zone motion now. There they come with a double team to stop it. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Takes the jumper. The missed shot. Gave it up. About 6 minutes remaining in the game clock. He goes up with it. He couldn't get it to fall.
Look at that spacing.
Throws it up. The small forward gets the pass.
There's the trap.
On the dribble, gives it up. Goes up for two. Perfectly executed. So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
Nice look on that backdoor pass, Dick.
Brad, those are the type of reads you look for in practice.
On the outside. For the bucket, he buries it.
Number 32.
Had a momentary look from three-point land. Tries for two. The shot won't fall. They work the perimeter. For two. Off the glass and no good. The Huskies are going into their zone motion offense now. About 4 minutes remaining. Pushing in transition. Goes up for two. He gets it to fall.
Number 1, 4-2.
So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
He's taking too many unnecessary shots, Dick.
And he's costing his team their rhythm.
Inside. He pulls up with a jumper. Scorches the net with a J.
Number 42. The assist is 2. Number 22.
Swatted from behind.
Never saw him coming, Brad.
We're at the 3-minute mark. Inside. Puts up the J. Missed the jumper. It might be safe just to start that bus up. I think this one's over.
That's all she wrote, Brad. This one is a done deal.
There's a double team waiting there. Tries for two. 10 on the shot clock. Gave it up. For two. He nails the bucket.
Number 24. 4-2.
And they go into their motion offense, working with 4 around 1 here.
I tell you, the 4 around 1 makes it tough to defend the big guy on the interior with one guy. It really does. You got to get help on him, and if you don't get help, he's going to have a field day on the interior.
They get it to go.
Number 2. 4-3. The assist is 2. Number 20.
Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Ten seconds. Off the mark. Goes up for two. He shows the sweet touch.
4-2.
On the outside. He attempts the jump shot.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Moving it around the perimeter. Fast break opportunity here. Offensively, they get into their zone motion. For the bucket, scorches the net. A great drive to the hoop right there, Dick.
He had one thing on his mind, and that was getting to the goal. Mission accomplished.
Shot clock is dead. Looking for a good shot. The Wildcats did a great job of turning things around in this game today.
They gave it their all and came up with the win. Look for them to turn what could have been a start of a losing streak into a winning streak.